I get the question a lot from people who have loved ones in a nursing home. How can I complain, without worrying about retaliation against my loved one? And that's a legitimate question. It's a legitimate concern. I would be concerned about that. There's a couple avenues you can take on that. Number one, you can make an anonymous complaint. That most nursing homes have suggestion boxes. You can write down what you believe is happening, ask them to look into it. You can send a formal letter to the administrator and director of nurses and ask them to investigate whether, let's say, call lights aren't being answered, or diapers aren't being changed in a timely manner, or the food tray is just being put in front of the resident but they're not helping them eat. That's one way. Honestly, I wouldn't have a whole lot of, I wouldn't be terribly optimistic that that's going to change things, the anonymous complaint. You can also call the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman's phone number is posted in every nursing home. And you can call the Ombudsman and ask the Ombudsman to make a facility visit and talk to the administrator about an issue, and ask the Ombudsman not to use your loved one's name. So the Ombudsman, you've got a person going to the nursing home, making the complaint, and hopefully following up on it. So they don't necessarily know that it's your loved one who's making the complaint, and so there's no fear of retaliation there. Also, I can tell you that I've had many cases where I've had a client and they are still in the nursing home where they were neglected and abused for one reason or another. They can't transfer to another nursing home, or another nursing home is too far from the family and the family wouldn't be able to visit, so they've been forced to stay in the same nursing home. And I can tell you that when we have gotten involved and in those cases, and that nursing home learns that an attorney is involved and watching over them, I have not personally experienced or seen one instance of retaliation against any of my clients who've been in a nursing home that we're currently suing. I'm happy about that, and if I had to guess, I think it's just because they know that if anything happens to that person, we're going to be right on top of it. So I think retaliation is a legitimate concern, but even more concerning is if you don't complain and you don't do something, then things aren't going to get better. So I think you have to complain and just try to take steps to hopefully prevent any potential retaliation.